South Carolina's governor cuts off funding for abortion clinics with an executive order. Governor Henry McMaster signs an executive order last week directing state agencies not to allocate state and federal money to healthcare providers who are in any way affiliated with abortion clinics, including Planned Parenthood. McMaster also told the South Carolina Department of Health and Human Services to request waivers from the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services so the state can stop Medicaid funding for Planned Parenthood in South Carolina. Funds instead would be available to comprehensive health care alternatives. Joining us now is the Honorable Marilyn Musgrave, former U.S. Representative for the state of Colorado and the Vice President of Government Affairs for the Susan B. Anthony list. As always, it's good to have you here.
Good to be here.
So what struck you most about this pro-life executive order in South Carolina?
Well, it was so encouraging, and I love the verbiage in there, the words it said. South Carolina has a custom and a long-standing tradition of protecting and defending the life and liberty of unborn children. So that kind of language is so encouraging to all of us that love the unborn children, and to think that this governor would take that courageous stand is so encouraging.
Now, Governor McMaster was only able to take this step because of a law that President Trump signed back in April. What exactly does that law allow the governor to do?
Well, in the waning days of the Obama administration, he gave Planned Parenthood a gift. You know, he told states, if you take away Medicaid funding from Planned Parenthood, you aren't going to get any Medicaid money. Well, we had Joni Ernst, Senator Ernst, and Representative Diane Black champion H.J. Res 43, and that was signed into law by President Trump that said states indeed can redirect those dollars to other providers that do not do abortion. So that's a good day, and I love seeing the governor of South Carolina do exactly that. And he also directed South Carolina's Health and Human Services to make a list, to ask for waivers from the Trump administration. And he also instructed those in his state to make a user-friendly list of other providers, because quite frankly, Planned Parenthood is not the only game in town. In fact, services for women are out there, and the list will include any that are 25 miles from an abortion facility, and it will show that these providers outnumber Planned Parenthood facilities an astonishing 134 to 1.
That's right. I was going to ask you about that. That is an astonishing number, 134 of those compared to one Planned Parenthood or to one abortion clinic. So what now can this money do to all of those community health centers?
Well, the funds will be redirected to those healthcare providers. Those are the places that women can get comprehensive health care. They don't do abortions. And you know, when we talk about Planned Parenthood and the services that they tout, they're really 35% of the national abortion market. But yet when you look at the so-called services they provide for women, there's hardly any prenatal care, cancer screening, HIV testing. Those numbers are all going down in Planned Parenthood facilities. They really are the abortion giant in this country, and what a good day when those dollars will go to those other providers that are very numerous.
Abortion is their business. So South Carolina, as we've reported, has defunded abortion clinics through state funding, but they're still getting Medicaid funding. So what are the next steps to change that?
Well, again, the governor has said that Health and Human Services should apply for waivers with the Trump administration, and the administration should indeed grant those waivers immediately, and also do the same for other states that are working to defund Planned Parenthood and put those dollars into facilities that provide comprehensive health care for women.
Do you expect after this move that Governor McMaster made that other governors will take notice and maybe follow his footsteps in this? What do you expect?
Well, when we look at the country, 20 states have passed the Unborn Child Pain Capable Act, which bans abortion after the 5th month at the point which the unborn child can feel pain. Since 2010, we have seen 330 pro-life laws passed in this country. So what we have is a stand-up governor like this that will encourage other governors to do the same, and it makes such a difference. We've seen states like Pennsylvania and Montana where governors have blocked pro-life legislation. So it's a good day when we see a pro-life governor enacting policies that will save the lives of unborn children.
Absolutely. It is so good to have you here. The Honorable Marilyn Musgrave of the Susan B. Anthony List. Thank you.
You're very welcome.